Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over conditional formatting, show you a couple neat tricks you can really do with that to kind of highlight certain data points as you're working through analysis if you're creating more output pages or summary pages for other people to be looking through. So first what we have here is this is just a data table I've created based off some made up data here, just showing different revenue growth, EBITDA growth, free cash flow conversions, things of that nature. You can really ignore what all that data is. This data table is set up with offset matches. I have a video explaining that on another video on that I can link to in the video here. And this is just a data table. The reason why I'm doing it off the offset match is so we can really show you kind of the power of conditional formatting. So first, what you'll do is whatever you're trying to conditionally format, go ahead and highlight that range. And then on the Home tab, you'll see Conditional Formatting. Go ahead and select that. And then we can actually just go ahead and click New Rule. So we can format the cells based off specific criteria. So what we want to do here is we're going to say, well here, let's back out for a second. Let's say anything that's a negative value, we want to make red. Anything that's between 0 and 30% we'll just leave it as white, and then anything greater than 30% we can make green. So what we can do, we can go ahead and hit New Rule, and what we'll do is you'll see there's a lot of different options in here. You can do only that contain, so if it's a certain value, if the cell value is greater than or less than, based on their values. So you could do the lowest value, the number, different things of that nature. Top or bottom, if it's top 10%, top bottom 10%, make it a certain color. Below or above the average. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great things. You can do custom formulas. It doesn't always work the best. A little bit finicky, to be honest. But for this, we're going to do cells that contain, and we want the cell value only if it is. We'll say less than, and the first one we wanted to do was 0. If that's the case, we want the background color, so we'll do fill. We want the fill to be red. And similar, you could add a border, you could change the font, you could change the font color, all sorts of different things here, but this one we're just gonna do red. And we'll go ahead and click OK, and we'll go ahead and apply that, and you'll see instantly it highlights the cells that are red. And now we'll do the same thing. We're going to add one more rule here, and this time we're going to do greater than. So this one we want it to be greater than 30%, so 0.3. And if that's the case, then we want it to be green. And we'll go ahead and hit OK. We'll go ahead and apply that, and now we'll see the red, the green, and then the white. So I guess what's cool about this, and because I have the setup as a offset match, I can quickly change the data table. If you want to learn how to do that, feel free to go watch the other video that I mentioned. So we'll go 11, 10, and you'll see as we change these columns, the conditional formatting updates automatically. So this is a really awesome feature of Excel. I will note though, don't get too carried away with it. And if you have a larger file and you start adding conditional formatting, it can really slow the file down almost to a point where it's not even workable at some times. So I highly recommend that kind of, if you have a bigger file, maybe take one tab on that, make it an output tab, something like that, into a new workbook, and then you can add the conditional formatting there, because it can slow things down if you're working with a larger file with 100,000 rows or something of that nature. So just be careful with it, but it's a great tool. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.